Hopefully this is what it should be. This is your boy N-O-R-E.
What up, it's DJ EFN.
And this is Military Crazy World Radio. Drink Champs Yappy Hour. Drink Champs RB Hour. This is all type of things. This is going down. Now again, I say this to my partner all the time, because when we started this show, we said we wanted to cover legends. We wanted to cover people who've been out here sacrificing, putting the culture first, putting the culture on their back. When you think of this man, he's a part of one of the most legendary families in the hip hop.
Oh, yeah.
Part of one of the most legendary groups in hip hop. He got about 3 different careers. This shit is amazing. You know what I mean?
Just 3? I think it's more than 3.
Like, he might be like 7. He might be 7. But you just look at all the diversity he has done. You look at how he's out here relevant in so many different worlds, from touring with Lionel Richie to, you know what I'm saying, to recording with DJ Khaled the other day when I was there. I actually got to witness. If you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, we're talking about the legendary CeeLo Green! Now we want to take it from the beginning, because you guys are part of the rich history of the South.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Not only just ATL. I want to broaden the view, because at first, us coming from New York, we looked at the South and really like Miami, like the forefront, because of, you know, you guys and like what Uncle Luke was doing. So let's take it from the beginning. How did you get started just in music, period?
Is it Goody Mob before Dungeon Family, or Dungeon Family then Goody Mob?
Yeah.
Initially, we considered everyone in the Goody Mob. Goody Mob was a street name. An OG from my neighborhood. His name is Big Lim. We called him Big Duddy. He was the one that coined the name Goody Mob.
Oh wow!
So it was a crew. Cujo was a part of that crew. So what they would do was, you know, put their goods in the Crown Royal bags, the little purple bags, and that was like they flavor or whatever.
Okay.
And you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it was it was like goodie bags.
Okay.
So they called themselves the P-Funk Goody Mob. So I got
The P-Funk
Goody Mob, yeah.
Okay.
So I got to accredit them, you know what I'm saying, like as the originators of the name, you know, and then that eventually evolved over into the art form, you know, of where Cujo and Timo from Goody Mob, they began as a local group called the Lumberjacks.
Oh wow!
You know what I'm saying? And Big Gip, he was a part of another crew called the East Point Chain Gang, including Cool Breeze. So Cool Breeze is the gentleman that coined the phrase "Dirty South."
Wow!
You know what I'm saying? So when you look
before
at
anybody,
he's the first one.
Wow!
So when you look at history, if you go back, that Soul Food album, it was kind of broken up into working parts. Lumberjacks could not put any of their prior recorded music on that album because they were going through litigations with former management. I was a solo artist, singer, thug / fucking, MC, all of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
So excuse me.
Yeah.
Goody Mob was kind of really a collective.
It was a collective. So like it was such a strong entity and a strong presence and namesake in the city that, you know what I mean, like it was natural for everybody to kind of assume it. You know what I mean, like because of the association.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody was kind of coming from different places. You know what I mean? Andre, Antoine, like Antoine is Big Boy's real name.
Okay.
We went to school together.
You gotta break it down for our audience.
So let me try to just pace myself. I'm excited to be here.
No.
We're excited to have you.
I probably need to smoke some of what you smoke.
Oh yeah, please. Yeah, you can have your own.
Right.
Drink
what you drink.
Yeah,
all
please.
right, for sure.
Because I don't know if you smoke tobacco. I smoke blunts and shit like that. I'm
Yeah,
still
yeah,
old
yeah.
school.
Yeah,
I'll help you out. Come
we
on,
smoking some good the other day.
Go ahead.
Okay, we'll do.
Yeah. Get
How
some
you
of
rock
that.
this? How you
Get
rock
some of
this
that.
up?
Because we don't. That's some different shit.
This is top shelf shit.
I ain't gonna
This
front. Let me tell you about you. As you drink tequila and you just act normal as shit. Like most people drink tequila and then be like, they speak slur. Like I see him
but
drink
when people
tequila
drink
and be
tequila
normal.
like that, when they drink it like that, they're usually good.
This is
Word,
my
like,
drink. This is my drink.
connoisseurs.
And we know.
This is my drink.
Shout out to 2020 and 9 Lives Collectors. We got the Smoke Champs coming out with them very soon.
Real soon.
Right.
Yes, Smoke
Thank you,
Champs
brother.
coming out
Thank
with
you,
them
brother.
very soon.
All
Hey,
right.
you want a lighter too?
Yeah,
Give
yeah.
one lighter, because I remember me
Which
and
one should I
Birdman,
go
we was
for?
fighting for a goddamn lighter the whole goddamn episode. The shit was crazy. I don't know if you peeped that. Me and Birdman, we
seen
just
that.
kept.
All right, so this that vanilla. I'm gonna try this out. This-
Yeah,
this
if you
flavor
need
right here.
another flavor, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Also big up to Shine. We got, smoking out of those right now. But listen, where we was at?
Okay, so let's go back.
Okay.
So wait, really quick, just for my knowledge, because I'm a big fan of everything y'all done.
Right.
So Goody Mob is before Dungeon Family,
Goody
or it's
Mob was
all
before-
happening at the same time?
It was all happening at the same time, almost, pretty much simultaneously. You know what I mean? Like Organized Noise, Rico Wade, Sleepy Brown, Ray Murray. Sleepy Brown and Rico Wade were part of a dance troupe called Guess. See, back then, the sensation in the city was talent shows. You know what I'm saying? And it was really like real old school. This was before gunplay and all of that. So it was talent shows, and it was rival high schools and big park fights. So we went to Mays High, Benjamin E. Mays High School, and our rival high school was Douglas High, Frederick Douglass High.
Wow.
So like, after the football game or whatever, let me say, like it would be like the movie Outsiders. You know what I'm saying? Like a real old-fashioned rumble type shit.
Okay.
So they went from that so Rico Wade and Sleepy Brown, they were like, neighborhood, they were ghetto superstars for being dancers.
Right.
And then they eventually, went over to production. I actually got one of the original Dungeon family
That's
first
right.
generations
That's
here, Sir Kawan Prather, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
right. That's right.
Ghetto Vision, Discover T.I., all of that, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's so much to the story.
So,
Yeah.
the Dungeon Family house, right? That
Right,
house,
right.
a legendary house. Is that where all the music started from? Because did Big Boy just buy that house or something like that?
Big Boy just recently purchased the house.
Okay.
It's being completely overdone and renovated.
Wow.
And we were kind of like in the talks with another little upstart company that's doing. It's called Hip Hop Tours of Atlanta. I'm not sure if the business is going to work out, but they were doing tours. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, trying to keep it like
a historic monument.
keep
I
it
thought
as
when he
a,
bought it, he was going to try to.
nah, keep it as a monument. Like like we was talking about all kind of
Which
different
it should
ideas.
be,
that we
yeah.
could
Like
possibly
Martin
do.
Luther King house in
Yeah,
Atlanta.
you should like possibly do a
Absolutely,
podcast out of
yeah.
there or something like that.
Yeah,
You just
that's
never know.
hard. I
You know
didn't
what
even
mean?
think of that. That's hard.
But yeah. So I'm gonna try to fast forward, try to make it all.
Nah, but actually,
try to make it all make sense.
Actually, I messed up because what I really meant was Organized Noise before Goody Mob. That's really what I meant.
The Organized Noise is the producers.
The production
The
company,
producers.
the production crew.
Okay.
People knew them, but it's because they were dancers. They were part of a dance group called Guess.
Oh,
You know
wow.
what I'm saying? So they was like
Oh, they're
famous
like
for
Kid
that.
Play out here.
Damn near.
Okay, so
damn near.
it's rap.
It was
Okay.
like 5 or 6 of them in the group, right? Something like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they was dancers, and that was the thing. You know what I mean? Like either you could dance, you could dress, or you could fight. That was it. You know what I'm saying? You feel more play sports or whatever.
Now let me bounce around for a little bit. So was Southern Catalytic Playalistic music?
Outkast's album.
That like the first gem where like now the South is being viewed, or it still was like hard after that? Because like let me just explain. Like for us, Queens was having a hard time, right? But when Nas came out with Illmatic, for those couple of years, it was like. It was cool because it was like we proved ourselves. Am I saying that
let me
correct?
segue it.
Okay.
Me from being from Miami,
All right.
like we had this thing where we wanted to represent ourselves lyrically out of Miami on some
Okay.
hip hop shit.
okay, right.
So we had like an artist named Mother Superior. She got
Right.
shelved by Island Music.
Right.
We had different artists, and we could
Right.
never really represent ourselves lyrically. And I felt like Outkast,
Right.
that album was that for Atlanta.
For Atlanta.
I mean, that's what it looked like to me.
But see, there was a time in Atlanta where they called Atlanta Little Miami.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
With the MC Shadis, the Gucci crews,
Absolutely.
we had that synergy.
yeah, we was
between each
together.
other.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like so we
Oh shit! I didn't
Yeah.
even know this shit. I'm like,
Atlanta, Miami, we had
what
that
the fuck is
synergy.
going on?
I'm knowing everybody by name.
I didn't even know
MCV.
this.
Yeah.
You know, Disco Rick. He's still a good
Disco
friend of
Rick,
mine. I'm saying, you feel
absolutely,
me?
absolutely.
So I think like we
I'm fucked up right now.
us in Atlanta, we're like a midway point. You know, literally between Florida, the bottom of it. You know, and
Yeah, we
New
call
York.
ourselves the bottom out
Right.
here.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So we had both of the influences. You know what I'm saying? And it's a trip how it comes back around full circle because, what was electro pop or whatever it was considered when African Bambaataa and Soul Sonic Force did it.
Which was
Planet Rock,
bass, really,
Basically,
at
for
its-
bass. It
yeah.
ultimately, we called it skating rink music, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and then it ultimately evolved into Miami bass. So it's kind of
Right.
really all of the same.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but lyrically, we were I mean, obviously, man, like, affected and inspired by East Coast and
Absolutely.
raw boom bap East Coast hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So lyrically, I'm glad that you said that because I know I'm speaking for myself, but I think a lot of us really felt like our first ones to truly represent lyrically was either 8 Ball or MJG out of Memphis. And Poison Clan. Like,
yes, JT
Debonair,
Money and them.
Absolutely,
JT
right?
Money,
Absolutely.
they was rhyming.
They were the NWA
They
of
had
the
bars.
South. The way that's what
Who
I
you said
say.
before on Poison Clan? Who you said?
Debonair and JT Money.
And they became a group called Home Team as well.
Yeah. Exactly.
8 Ball,
8 Ball and MJG out of Memphis. Yeah. Suave House, all of that.
So they came out before Outkast?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know
And
that.
they were
right in there.
For some
lyrically
reason,
off
I
the
thought
chain
that was
too.
at the same time. What year is that?
No, they're pioneers of the South.
That's
Wait,
91.
that's
That's 91.
No, I think even before that.
Outkast is what year?
No, I'm talking about
Outkast is what year?
8 Ball and MJG. 8 Ball and
93?
MJG is late.
Outkast is 94.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
94, okay, and 8 Ball NJG 91. Oh, okay, damn, bro. I always thought that came out at the same time. So you say, okay, all right, because for me, that's what I looked at when I see that album. And even if it's crazy, us even seeing that Puff Daddy directed that first Outkast video. How
I didn't even know that. Wait.
Yeah.
He did.
Read it back.
Yeah.
What did he do?
Yeah, the first Outkast video ever produced, ever
In the forest
directed.
joint?
Yeah, that was Puff Daddy. Word.
Puffy directed Players Ball.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, dog.
true.
I kid you not.
Fuck me up right
That's
now.
true.
I
That's
kid
true.
you not. I kid you not. Like I forget. What documentary?
And that's on
it was
LaFace, right?
It was
That's on LaFace.
Yeah, it was
right?
LaFace.
Yeah.
That it was mentioned on the Organized Noise documentary, The Art of Organized Noise on Netflix. Y'all should check
I
that
watched
out,
it, which
too.
is amazing too.
Yeah.
But I didn't catch that part.
Yeah, I'm sure.
There's a lot of history.
Bacardi brain.
There's a lot of
Bacardi.
history on there, but it's nowhere near the whole story though.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, there's very few people in this rap game that have so many, like elements to them. Like when it comes to the crew, like you guys got Killer Mike, you guys got fucking.
It's so
many
much.
It's like the Wu-Tang of the South.
I was
It's
just
true.
about to say that.
Yeah,
I was about to
it's-
say that, but I don't want to say the Wu-Tang because Wu-Tang is just 9. What do they call them when it's all of them?
No, but Wu-Tang
The
had all
Killer
those
Bees.
separate elements,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I feel
what
like
is it
that's
called?
what
Like the
you
Killer
guys
Army,
spawned.
Killer Army,
Yeah,
the Killer
yeah,
Bees.
Sons of Man,
They had
yeah. I
Grave
feel like that's
Diggers.
what.
It's like the same
To
thing.
me, that's what they were. Dungeon Family was that to us in the South. You know,
Right.
that to me.
How does it feel?
We take
being-
that as a compliment.
And
Most certainly.
did you know that everyone would essentially be stars when your guys was coming up, or?
Not necessarily. I felt that as far as Atlanta was concerned, we were the most authentic. You know what I mean? Incredible with that first offering Southern Playlist of Cadillac Music with Outkast. I mean, because and this is not to discredit those who came before us, whether it be Crisscross, Arrested Development, The Brat. You know what I mean? Like Shadi,
Anything So Def,
all of that,
right,
all of that. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like it's all relative. You know what I'm saying? Like, but as far as raw rap and lyricism, you know what I mean, and just showing that range, we were the first.
Yeah, no,
You know what I'm saying?
I agree. It's the first.
I felt like we was like the Cold Crush Brothers of the South too.
Goddamn, make some noise for that. Goddamn, make some noise for that. Now you know, Drink Chats. We're gonna just bounce around a little bit. Now, I think last year or the year before, I'm not sure. You had a video that went viral, like that you was on the phone.
Right.
And everyone was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
The studio joint?
We was calling you. I had 6 different numbers on you. I
Yeah.
called everyone. It didn't work. You were like everyone. Like, and what exactly happened? So the people that didn't see your explanation.
All right. I was working on an independent project, and it was meant to be kind of like a mixtape or an EP, kind of thing of where it was to be held over until we could finish the Gnarls Barkley record because we was having scheduling differences. So I called it Gnarly Davidson, right? So it was a part of it, and I said, okay, around the time. It was the Samsung phones, and that was a real thing. That was a real issue. People got really
blowing
got
up or
injured. You know what I'm saying?
catching on fire.
Right, but it was a current event. So I said, okay, let me try to pull from that. And it's like, how do these superheroes come about? By way of some type of trauma, something traumatic happens. You know what I mean? Like, you get hit with a gamma ray, you get bit by a radioactive spider, whatever happened. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm like, all right. So let's use this real life thing and make the video to where it's believable for that however long we can stretch it out, and then drop the project.
Everybody thought you was really like dead,
I know, because it played out of order. What happened was when I was sending it to the special effects peoples, we was going through passes. Okay, like turn the smoke up on this or like that. We was just kind of color correcting and all that kind of stuff. Okay. And one of them leaked, like one of the emails leaked. So some blog and ATL got hold to it, and blasted off with it. Wow. So initially, because it's meant to, I'm thinking I'm doing something. It's a stunt out of I'm thinking it's gonna be funny to people. Right. I'm thinking they're gonna know it's ridiculous. It's gonna be like, oh, okay, great. But no, people were so. You gotta understand, bro. It's a difference between hearing something happen to your people and seeing it. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Exactly. You're right.
So with that being, it was funny for the first little while, but my phone was on me. Like, so I got phone calls from everybody from Ice Cube to Minister Louis Farrakhan.
I imagine checking on me. Was Samsung worried? Because that's what everybody's like, get the fuck away from your Samsung phone right now, nigga. Like, niggas is like, Samsung.
Oh, that's an amazing deal about to happen.
They was hands off. They didn't want nothing to do with that.
Yeah, I'm sure Samsung was like, please say it wasn't our phone.
You know what I mean? But yeah, so that's what happened, man. So that was Christmas time. Whatever year that was, I think it was like a year or so ago, and then the Grammys didn't play out until that following February. So what it was meant to do was to hit the Friday of the Grammys, you know what I'm saying? Like, I go to the red carpet and boom. I don't know if you saw the other stunt I did where I went and I crashed the Grammys. You know what I'm saying? Like
in the whole gold
garb.
You know what I'm saying? Looking crazy. Looking like a transformer from another world. You know what I'm saying?
But can I tell y'all something dope about that fucking whole thing? It didn't work out because when the time elapsed, and people just really didn't take too well to being, like alarmed in that kind of way. Like people was really, and the funny thing about it is I got a chance to see how much love I had out there. That was for sure. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
But the project didn't work, you know what I'm saying? But what was dope about it, the research was so, you know what I mean?
Invaluable to you,
It worked so well, as far as coverage. Nori the only one who ain't seen it.
Right, yeah, I gotta see that. The gold part, I didn't see that part.
It worked so well as far as coverage. Marvel Comics reached out to me, and we sat down with their JV division, and we had
to create off of that character.
They wanted to make it an official Marvel comic character.
Wow.
Dog, if the deal had went right, I would have been on Endgame.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But I'll tell you what happened.
What would have been your name?
The name of it was Gnarly Davidson.
Okay.
But you got to think Marvel, you got to think Disney, then you got to think Harley Davidson. It might have would have been. They probably would have had to revise the name. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But what they were saying was
I'm a hero. I want to be Smoke a Lot.
Yeah, no doubt.
Sir Smoke a Lot?
Sir Smoke a Lot.
Sir Smoke a Lot.
Just I solve crimes.
You be on Game of Thrones.
I solve crimes with smoking bombs.
Sir Smoke a Lot. You might be the mother of dragons.
Sir Smoke a Lot comes in. I got a cake and shit. I got a cake that's made out of burning weed and shit. You know what I'm saying?
You got a dragon that lights your weed for you.
Like you know how a smoke.
Dave Chappelle beat you to it already.
No. He ain't got Smoke a Lot. Smoke a Lot was the rapper.
Right.
He wasn't a superhero in Half Baked. I know you're talking about Half Baked. True. But I'm gonna be the nigga like I'm gonna just walk in. It's gonna be, and then like my cake gonna be burning. Like people gonna think I'm on fire all the time.
I'm smoking.
But it's just smoking.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm fucking shit up.
What do you dress?
No, but that's crazy.
Yeah,
it's
dope. It's dope. But what they were saying was it would have been historic because it would have been the first of where a character was based off a real living being.
Wow.
But the trick to that is living beings, prone to liability. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So like, it's not infallible now. So they couldn't do it. They didn't want to risk it.
You like the Met Gala? I just been seeing the pictures.
The who?
The Met Gala?
Gala, yeah. I
thought you said McDonald's.
Yeah, no.
like it's kind of like McDonald's, but not. It's like McDowell's.
No, I see.
To be totally honest, I'm a little ignorant on what it actually on the origin of where it come from.
Yeah, what is that?
I've only been seeing it the last few years.
It's like a big Halloween party.
Yeah, it's like a Halloween party for the rich.
Yeah. But it's dope though, because I love to see people. You know what I'm saying? Like be fly and be individuals, and fashion of course is a facet of the art. So yeah, I know I like wearing wild shit too. So like I like to see people do their thing.
And how how did you develop that? That's my next question is, because when you look at the origin from where you, Outkast, Goody Mob, Dungeon Family in general, you guys are from the hood. You guys are from the deep, deep South.
Yeah.
You guys are from but you guys have the ability to make music that brings you to these other genres.
Right.
And you're able to mix with those other crowds. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how did you develop that? Like,
Well, to be totally honest, man, like my personal taste, the first thing I ever loved was rock and roll and heavy metal.
wow.
That's you know what I'm
Same
saying.
here. I loved rock and roll.
So
heavy
we
metal.
grew up. We grew up in the 80s.
I talked
man.
about it on Drink
Yeah.
Champs before, like Iron Maiden and
She's
Metallica.
coming out now.
Okay, so check
nigga.
this out.
I was a
She's
skater
coming
when I
out
was
now.
young.
So look,
All
you
right,
said-
she's coming out.
I'm glad
right.
you started with Iron Maiden because Bruce Dickinson is one of my favorite all-time singers and favorite friend. Bruce Dickinson, Ronnie James Dio, you know,
Okay.
Rob Halford from fucking Judas Priest.
Def Leppard was dope.
Yeah, we got the same management. I'm friends with all of my rock idols.
But hip hop cats be scared to talk about this shit. I don't know why.
I like Pink Floyd.
Yo,
That's not rock?
Yeah, of course it is, man.
Okay, I ain't know.
Pink Floyd's like originators of rock.
Okay.
that's funny you just mentioned Pink Floyd, man. I got a friend of mine who was at the sauna with me in the building, and he showed me a clip of when he was sound checking. I don't know how he got this access, but David Gilmour, you know, like was sound checking, and he was playing Crazy.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I just got it today. I'll play it for you afterwards. It's dope.
Yeah. No, I got this.
So
crazy
to
question alone.
answer your question,
All right, cool.
you know what I mean? Like, Gib had a good answer too. Like, another thing that was big for us when we was kids in Atlanta was wrestling. So like,
Yeah.
you know, like it's a couple of, I love the Road Warriors, the British Bulldogs, the Von Erichs.
Road Warrior or Ultimate Warrior? Okay.
Road Warriors to me was Animal and Hulk.
Okay, all right,
You know
cool,
what I'm saying?
cool, cool.
So what I'm Ric Flair, of course. So
Okay,
what
Ric
I'm
Flair,
basically
fine.
saying is that costuming, that pageantry, like I mean, like it was kind of normal. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, and then me on the soulful side, big band side, Earth, Wind and Fire. And I mean, like, and you know, those people put so much into the presentation. You know what I'm saying? So. I thought that was, you know, I felt like that was a standard. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when it speak to you in such a way, I felt like it belonged to me in order to kind of, you know, carry on in tradition, you know, as an artist, right? So then George Clinton christened us the Young Parliament Funkadelic. So that's really the bottom line. He was like, yo, y'all are us. I mean, like.
Was he on acid at the time?
He probably
was on everything.
In my mind, I just feel like he
was
was on
on
acid.
everything.
Like,
He
I
was
just
on
felt like I went too far.
You know what?
Everything.
He's on a lot of drugs. That's
No doubt about it.
But he's a
Yeah.
superhero. He survived it all.
Right.
Am I saying that right? I think so, man. Like, you know, so I want to say it all. I mean, like, because I was looking at your line on IG and people was like, oh, shit, about damn. Like
Yeah.
it was like, yo, a bunch of dope questions. I said,
Yeah.
damn, I want to make sure I nail it.
One of the illest questions that people keep asking was, how does it feel to be a singer in a group? And then another question that asked was, rapping wise, did you feel you was better than Andre 3000? I don't know why, but that question came up so much. Like
I would imagine competition-wise, you guys are true MCs. You would feel you're better than the next one.
To be totally honest, I felt like we also call ourselves the X-Men. You know what I mean? So
Goody Mob?
All of us.
Or all y'all collectively?
yeah,
Okay.
we did a GQ photo spread as the X-Men. You know what I'm saying?
wow.
And that's to say that everybody is signified by their own special and unique power.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Xavier?
Nah, Rico Wade is.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
all right, cool.
I made up some shit.
Okay.
You just say, I was whoever, you know what I'm saying? Like,
cool.
you know, but I was powerful though. You know what I'm saying?
He had some powers.
Nah, but so like it wasn't that kind of competition. We felt like we were supporting each other. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was a real family vibe. Me and Dre go all the way back to the 3rd grade, man. Like a few of us know each other longer. Like that's probably one of the longer relationships in the entire Dungeon family. But then again, I grew up with Timo. He lived over a street over from me. You know what I'm saying? Like he's 3 years older than me, but you know, he graduated with my sister, so I had always seen him, you know, all my whole life.
Wow.
You know, but nah, man, like it was never that kind of competition. But you know, I will say this for the record, Killer Mike, since we mentioned him, and he's a real great MC in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? A lot of people's opinions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great person all around.
Absolutely.
But he said in the GQ interview that he thought I was the best out of the Dungeon family. Did you know that, KP?
I heard that.
Yeah, he said that. So that's him. Y'all probably at the interview and ask him.
Yeah.
But I never thought like that. I just,
Right.
when I think about family, when I think about crew, I just come to play my position. You know what I'm saying? Like, and play to my strength. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm just here to be a soldier for it. That's it.
So the second part of the question they asked, this was the most question, is how did it feel to be like a singer like slash R&B with or hip hop artist? Well, I'm asking this because it was the most repeated. I know that you're a motherfucking hardcore motherfucker.
Yeah, I think that's a discounted answer.
But I just want. I mean, it was the most asked question. I actually literally looked at all my comments, so I just gotta ask it.
How did it feel to be a singer in a crew of MCs?
Yeah.
I was an MC in a crew of MCs.
That's
So
what
you
I'm
feel
right.
me? Like, you know,
It's like an extra ability.
you know, so they just got to go back and do the history,
Exactly.
obviously. You know, but I think it's kind of like, you know, where you would realize that everybody's got melody, everybody could sing. Like Dre ended up, you know, spreading his wings,
Right.
and a lot of the times when we perform, like, you know, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Like, that's been a part of my repertoire from the beginning, like even from UTFO, you know, Force MDs, you know, let me love you. You know what I'm saying? That was hip hop.
Chills came through my body. Go ahead, nigga.
So you know how you got them high school sweetheart songs, like it was a song by UTFO called Fairy Tale Lover. Y'all remember that record? Oh man. Well, you know, so it was that kind of stuff. It was New Edition. It was all that. So like, I always felt like,
Candy Girl.
yeah, come on, man.
I'm
You know,
into that.
I swore
Let's
I was
go.
in New Edition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I still think I'm in New Edition
You know what I'm
sometimes.
saying? Me and
I tried
Mike
to
was
bust
cousins.
a move and I realized I'm old. My head went out.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, like, so all of that, I'm referencing all that to say it's all just, you know, an acknowledgement. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I just say, man, like, if you got it in you, man, just do what you can. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know, so I felt very natural doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because I saw people do it so well and so, you know, so far before me.
Now,
But-
Travis
wait, hold
Scott
on,
recently sampled you, right?
Who?
Yeah, he sampled,
Who sampled him?
Travis Scott.
Oh.
What record did Travis sample?
He sampled Cell Therapy, Goody Mob Cell
Yeah.
Therapy for
Which
his
is
song 5%
One of the
10.
craziest records ever. Super classic in hip hop.
Were you supposed to say something?
Yeah, no, this is the thing. Like, I felt like, and I don't think that you could relate to this.
Okay, damn.
Being from New York.
Exclude me out. Yeah, I'm alright.
You exclude me all the time. Queens and shit.
I get it.
Did y'all ever feel like
Queens get the blood money.
coming out the South and trying to do the lyrical route? Did you? Because this is the thing that always rings to me is when Outkast was at the Source Awards saying what they said about the South.
Right. The South got something to say.
Right.
Yes. Legendary.
Did y'all come with that? Like when y'all were in the studio, were y'all thinking about like we're gonna represent lyrically, or was it just natural? Like what was it? What was the mind frame y'all in the booth?
I think naturally when you're a fan, you kind of liken yourself to your favorites, you know what I mean? Like, and you kind of grow up, you know what I mean? Like, you know, or you live vicariously through, you know what I mean? Like you train, you spar,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, you know, like with your listening palette, you know what I mean, if you will. So, you know, we was just taught by the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, my favorite MC of all time is Melly Mel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? His rhyme at the end of Beat Street is the best rhyme ever written in history. You know what I'm
And
saying?
Melly Mel beat a nigga ass.
Yeah,
too.
he do.
decent.
That's what
Right.
I'm saying.
That
So,
nigga
like,
fell out of
they
shape.
was gangsters. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you feel me? Like, you look at
And
the
we need
message
Melly
video.
Mel on the podcast.
Yes,
just
we need
FYI.
Melly Mel.
Yeah.
Yeah, them niggas in the middle of the Bronx, man, like with spikes on and leather. You know what I mean? Them shit, they look
Right.
like urban
No
warriors.
joke.
I love
real
that shit.
warriors.
That shit spoke to me.
You know, that's something that in hip hop, like, you know, in the last couple of years, a lot of the artists been dressing like, you know, a little weird. And I've removed myself from commenting because I remember those days of
Yeah.
Melly Mel and these guys with the spikes and, you know what I'm saying, tight chokers.
Or
and-
them. Like I feel like Outkast and Andre specifically
Right.
was doing that, and I remember it was an interview I don't know somewhere where he said, "I'm just mimicking."
He say he wants to look like the music.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, exactly.
That makes sense, man.
Wow.
You know, I don't know. It's entertainment, man. It's just really like all for fun. Like I said, if you got it in you, man, you definitely should go for it. You know what I mean? Like I didn't think it would have spoke to me in that way if it didn't feel natural to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like it would have never spoke to me.
But you say it's entertainment, but Goody Mob's material was very serious.
Absolutely.
Like y'all were talking to things that today on Donald Trump's era we could relate back to that album,
No, you're right. You're right. So
the first album.
yeah, definitely. Like because I was about to say, you know, as a crew, as a large collective, we and coming from where we were coming from, feeling the biased. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've said this on a number of occasions too, of where we wanted to distinguish the difference between being Southern and being country.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we took country as condescending. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, it was, and in terms of social politics as well, I mean, like, we felt like we wanted to be counted. We felt like we were fighting for the civil rights of Southern hip hop as well. That's why the narrative was what it was. But, you know, but the fashion statement is to flaunt. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's a dare, if you will. I mean, I like to consider it as that because, like, you know, we were hands-on as well, all of that. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Right. So let's describe,
Sure.
right? You're part of Goody Mob. It's, you guys,
Am I making sense?
no, of
Absolutely.
course. You're part of
At
Goody
some
Mob.
point, none of us will make sense. So it's okay. It's okay.
All right, because I don't know.
It's all about entertainment, like we
but
said.
listen, there's so many shows where people, they want to give people their flowers after they can't smell them. We want to give our people. There should be no way, shape, form, or fashion that I can't tell you how much I appreciate you to your face.
Thank you, bro.
I say, bro, we're a fan. We be a fan of you in all 17 of your careers, like a Jamaican.
Yes. Hey, man.
We are a part of you. We support you whether you're there or you're not.
No doubt.
When you're not around, we speak about you highly, and we want you to know to your face that you're a legend.
Thank you,
You
brother.
mean so much to hip hop, and we want to tell you to your face.
I'm drinking
so
to
salute.
that.
This that
Thank you so much.
watermelon,
That's love.
Ciroc. You know what I'm
Show
saying?
me
Salute to your face.
Maya.
That's
I'm
so
not gonna lie. I
good.
immediately want another one. I'm just gonna throw that
You
out
need
there.
to relax,
I
man.
immediately want another one.
Yeah, 'cause
Okay.
it tastes
I love
good,
that.
but it goes down wrong.
Yeah, it definitely did hit me a little bit later. Okay, so it comes a time where you saying, not leave Goody Mob, but you want to step outside.
Right.
I think you always Goody Mob though.
No doubt.
That's the way I feel.
Yeah.
Like it's
Well, yeah, we
y'all
just,
could do your different things, but you always Goody Mob.
man,
Right.
we just got off tour.
Right.
Yeah, we've been
I've seen
touring.
you guys a bunch of
But
times.
Yeah.
describe that moment when you like, because it comes a time when you had to step out on your own.
Right.
And obviously you wanted to do that, or obviously the music industry pulled you towards doing that.
Right.
So can we describe that moment for the people that don't know?
Yeah, we was just having
Sorry to cut you off, because people from New York, we sort of looked at that and seen you by yourself at times, like, oh, we thought it was a discrepancy, we thought it was something that happened, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I
Wait,
apologize.
No, for sure.
I'm gonna cut you off real quick.
Yeah, please, no problem.
But as a precursor,
Yeah.
I feel like what you did with Gnarls Barkley is a precursor to Run the Jewels and everything that came after that.
I agree.
Right.
I agree.
And so, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
No. Let me see. Can I recall it? Like, it was just a real simple difference of professional opinion. You know what I'm saying, like, and musical taste at that point. After we had, been very fortunate to have 3 consecutive gold records. You know what I mean? It's just like, the last one, we were really at odds with creatively. You know what I'm saying? And I was just kind of getting, a little, impatient, I think. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, I felt like I had something else that I was capable of, and I mean, like, but I needed to commit to it. I needed an opportunity to, and I needed the support in doing so. You know what I'm saying? That's what I expected. I didn't realize that, like, it would, be any kind of discord, you know what I'm saying, or disconnect. I just thought it would be a testament to our elasticity, show how far we could stretch.
That's a big word. What the
You know what I'm saying?
Elasticity.
I ain't gonna front. I'm gonna use that. I don't even know what it means. But I'm gonna
Use it right now.
Elasticity, nigga. I'm gonna go after
Drink champs.
I think-
We can show elasticity.
I think finish this show, I'm gonna get something to eat because of elasticity, nigga. My man, I can tell you that was hard. That
Yeah, I
was
got me
hard.
smoking this good weed. But you see what I'm saying, though? But like, so I'm basically saying that to say it really wasn't severance. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just stretch.
Right.
You know what I mean? And in that,
You had a CeeLo album,
yeah,
a
yeah,
solo album,
absolutely.
right?
And in
So-
that, there's growing pain. You feel me?
Now, was there like discrepancies from that? Like, cause when you did a solo album, was it still on the face, or was it?
Yeah, what happened? On the paper side, on the label side, me and Gip had both gotten solo deals with LaFace.
Big up Gip.
Yeah, well, actually, as a matter of fact, it was when L.A. Reid. What's up? Shout out to the Godfather, L.A. Reid.
yes.
Put
Big
us
him
all
up.
on.
Big 'em up.
I think he was just making that transition over to Arista. So, Lumberjacks, they was coming more from the grit, so which is Cujo and Timo, and they wanted to do independently. So that was their decision. Hey, we just want to go independent. Gip is a motherfucking rock star. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he definitely had a shot, because if you think about it, Black Ice, one of our biggest singles. You know what I'm saying? Like,
great record.
Without Dre and Big on it, it's a Gip solo song.
Right.
So was Dirty South without Cool Breeze on it.
Right.
So everybody was always geared up for Gip to be, like a big star, a big deal. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And represent the dungeon.
Right.
So with that, I mean, like, he got a solo shot. I think I was the last to really kind of blossom. You know what I mean? Like, but like, I'm just, I don't know. I'm modest in that way, I guess.
But
You know what I'm saying?
Because sometimes, when you go do that, that other move,
Yeah.
and it's successful for you, you look as if you dissed your brothers,
like you're leaving something,
or you leaving it. Like, did you ever because a lot of people, like for instance, for me, a lot of people didn't realize Capone was locked up when I started my solo thing. So there was so many rumors saying, Nori went and he did, because so many people, we didn't have internet. People didn't identify that my partner was literally in jail.
Right.
So to the masses, it looked like I came out as Capone and Noreaga, then I got greedy and then I went on my own. Did you ever?
I went through it big time. You know what I'm saying? But it was really all agreeable. I mean, like, initially, you know what I'm saying? But then the reality does set in, and you get, to a point where you're supplying and demand, and you can't be two places at one time. You know what I'm saying? So scheduling was conflicting, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were having some success, and we were having some defaulted, you know what I mean? Like, kind of, ill kind of energy, you know what I mean? Like, and it was just something circumstantial. I don't think it was intentional on nobody's part, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? But yeah, we went through it. We went through it definitely, and I mean, I went on to share in the success, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, when I was doing The Voice, I had Goody Mob on The Voice too.
To a whole different crowd, like.
Yeah, with the Danger Mouse project with Gnarls Barkley. Like, how does that happen?
All right, people
I
don't.
was saving Gnarls Barkley.
People
No, it's a part of this process that we're talking about.
I was going to CeeLo first, but let's go.
People don't know
No problem.
that Danger Mouse is from Atlanta. Okay.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, people thought that he was some kid I found overseas or something like that. But that wasn't the case. You know what I mean? Like, we bumped into each other. I'm gonna try to make this story short. If you know what I mean. Like,
You can make it as long as you want.
We don't mind.
all right, so look, we was doing an
Take your shoes off.
Outkast.
We good out here. Let's do
For
it.
sure. We was doing
We got pillows. Yo, guys, get the
It's okay.
pillows.
We don't mind, nigga. Let's go.
we was doing an Outkast Goody Mob show at UGA,
Right.
in Athens, Georgia. So it was pouring down rain, and I remember this day. And he had on a hoodie, and he gave me a CD. The CD was called Pelican City, and I'm just referencing it so people can go back and do the knowledge. You know what I mean? Check it out. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So, but I really didn't pay it any attention. There was another homeboy of mine named Trey from Athens, whose parents had done well. He was like this spoiled kid. He wanted to get into promoting the hip hop shows. I was his first show, and so he brought me back down to Athens, and he actually reintroduced me to Danger. And so Danger was working on another project with a kid named Gemini called Danger Mouse and Gemini. So he said, look, we got in the studio one day. He said, yeah, I want you to get on this remix for us. So I did the remix, we did the session. I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? He said, like, yo, do you mind if I play you a couple of things? I was like, cool. So he played me this ill shit that goes on to become, this is Danger Mouse.
Okay, go ahead.
So he goes on to play all this ill shit that, ends up becoming St. Elsewhere, but I was just taken by it. It spoke to me in a real way. And I was like, oh shit, I said, this is different. I said, like, yo, I want to use a couple of these. Let me do, then years later, I found out in an interview that we having that he said that he was bluffing me, but what he told me was, he said, well, I don't normally do, just, tracks. I do albums. That's what he said. So I said, motherfucker, let's do an album. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's where it came from. So, we just went in the pocket, so it was completely independent. This record Crazy just goes
I was
crazy.
saying Crazy was independent?
It was independent, but it upstream to Atlanta, right?
Wait. Stop. Crazy was independent?
Independent record.
Get the fuck out of here!
I swear to
But
God.
I'm gonna tell you real quick, it went to Atlanta, right? Eventually.
Atlantic?
Atlantic. I'm sorry.
Atlanta, yeah.
Atlantic.
What
I'm
happened?
drinking.
I'm like,
And
of course it went to
from
Atlanta.
Atlanta, it went to Atlantic.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you what, real quick.
Yeah.
No, before you go, it went to Atlantic. Right?
Absolutely.
Before
Yeah, okay.
my drunkenness. So I went to Sam Crespo's office one day. I was
Big
up
up
there.
San Cresco, Puerto Ricans in the
And
building.
on the board, they had records that they were promoting. and it was Gnarls Barkley. And I was like, oh shit. And that's how I knew that this is already upstream. And I'm like, this is crazy. This is gonna be a crazy record.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I'm dyslexic. So is it Janarls Barkley or Gnarls Barkley? That G is
Who's
silent?
Gennaro?
I thought that
Who is Gennaro? Gennaro's your cousin?
G. Listen, that G is silent.
It's just Gnarls, like.
It ain't Janarls. It ain't with a G. I'm bugging.
It could be for you. Gennaro is
Oh,
your
man,
cousin,
I'm
man.
dyslexic. I see shit different.
Yo,
I'm sorry.
Gennaro's. Oh shit, Gennaro's in the building.
My homie, Janarls, what up, nigga?
Nah, trust me, yeah.
Make some noise for Gennaro.
All right, telling me all these years, I ain't see a G.
You been saying Gennar's all these years?
I think Are we serious right now? Oh, y'all playing jokes? Y'all playing jokes on me? Everybody text each other in a group text, and I was not involved?
Yo, Gnarls Barkley is another group from
swear to God,
Lithuania.
okay, my bad. Okay.
Yep.
So, now like you said, I like to do what you said with the Run the Jewels thing, because the thing about it was, it brung to a totally different audience.
Right.
Although Outkast was a different audience as well.
True.
But how different was this audience when we did the Gnarls Barkley? Janarls, no G, right?
Gnarls,
Jesus,
man.
For like 17 years
man.
I've been
Stop
saying
saying
Janarls with a
Janarls.
G. I don't know, I'm sorry. Okay.
Boris
I
feels
don't
like
know
I knew that.
Yes.
So how different was that?
It was super different, man. We got in, and about 4 out of the 6 or 7 things that he played ended up making the album. So he came to Atlanta. He had done this mixtape called the White Album. I mean the Gray Album. I'm sorry.
The Jay-Z joint, right?
Yeah, the Jay-Z joint.
That's what I'm about to ask you, guys.
The collaboration.
I was 100% drunk sure that was what
Was
he
it the
did.
Beatles
Right.
and Jay-Z mixed together?
Yeah,
Okay.
so
He killed that.
He just gave me one because it hadn't even become a sensation at that point.
Nah, he killed
So I didn't really know what to make of it. I mean, but it was dope when I heard it. But then when the shit just blew up, right?
Yeah.
So at this time, I was displaced. I wasn't even on no label. I mean, like, you know, at this time, I wrote and produced Don't Ya at the same time too. Don't Ya for the Pussycat Dolls. Did you know that?
No G.
I'm sorry, I'm just counting your money, CeeLo. I'm sorry. That was dope. That was dope. Go ahead, continue.
All right. So the stars just aligned so well, man. Like this fucking he said, I got a week. He said, I got to go out to Iceland with Damon Albarn.
Iceland.
From the Gorillas and work on this new record. I'm gonna break it all down. So he said, I got a week. Let's just try some shit. Let's get in. He said, but first.
This is Danger telling you
This is Danger talking to me.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, as soon as he said Iceland, I immediately got cold.
Yeah. He said, I know you, of course. I respect you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I like most of your music that you do. You know what I'm saying?
He said most?
This is how he talk. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
he ain't tell you
No,
most.
it's all good. It's dope, right? I love it.
Uh-huh.
I like most of your music. He said, but I noticed in your music that there's a theme that runs throughout it, and you seem to want to, try to do a lot of good. He said, you have a lot of good things to say. You're always positive. He said, I get that. I like that. He said, but I figure anybody's got that much, has got that much, is trying to do that much good has done an equal amount of bad. He said, that's what I want to hear. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? You feel
Trying
me?
to take the crazy out of you.
He did.
That's the crazy.
That was hard.
Nah, so like basically, to make a long story short, I spazzed on that shit. I spazzed on it. You know what I mean? Like the music just spoke to me that kind of way. So anyway.
Don't tell me the first record you ever recorded was crazy.
Nah,
Don't tell me that.
we did about 5 or 6
I mean,
records.
the whole album's a classic.
Yeah,
Right.
and nobody. So Crazy is done in just one take. We just demoing it. What you hear is it would be considered a demo, but we just flew that way because it got leaked.
Hold on, time out. He trying to be modest.
Nah, I'm serious.
I'm a brag for you, nigga.
But Nori,
Did you just
like-
say you recorded that in one take?
yeah.
Make some noise!
That deserves Tiger Boat. Damn, I killed this shit.
All right. You know what? For the last couple of episodes, we've been doing the watermelon because
We need Tiger
it's been
Bone.
girls, right? We had Angie Martinez.
Don't blame it on the girls, bro.
Yeah, I didn't
God
want to
damn
give
it.
Angie Martinez a Tiger Bone.
Yeah, man, she deserved Tiger Bone.
Did you bring a new bottle of Tiger Bone?
Yeah, it's not there.
All right. So what are we gonna do? All right.
No, we got enough. We got enough for us right now.
Yo,
Man,
Twin,
there's so
what's
much
going
of these
on?
shows,
What's
I feel
going
like
on,
I'm still not
Twin?
answering the question, man.
Bro, let him answer the question.
Oh, my bad. I want to salute you right now. What question
Nah.
was you answering? I'm sorry.
No, we're just saying how You was tripping off it was just being independent.
Nah, that was crazy.
No, the
to
one
me.
take is what he was tripping
The one
off.
take,
one take.
and the independent is both blowing me out my river because
People asked us after the fact. They said, "Did y'all know Crazy was gonna end up, becoming what it was?" He was like, "No." He said, "The only thing I knew as a producer was it sounded more like a single than anything else that we had done prior."
So you knew that was a single when you did the record?
That's what he was saying. He just said it sounded like a single. He didn't really
Danger
know.
said that?
Yeah. This is what he was telling an interviewer. This was after the fact.
But did you know that?
Nah, I didn't.
You didn't think so?
Nah. We just,
I'm gonna give these niggas a shot
30
too.
shot extender. We just busting off shots.
I don't care.
Give these
You can
niggas a
take
shot
it.
too.
We just
Give me a shot
automatic,
for
man,
myself.
busting off shots.
No, this is CeeLo, I'm gonna fully warn you.
Yo, relax, buddy. You gave me way too much.
No, it's okay. You give me some more. You give me some more. Yeah. Tiny bit more.
This is what we had that first time. That shit was
Alright, cool. The first time was cool.
Yeah, you want more?
This is Tiger Bone.
Yeah, you know this is aged in my garage.
Joe's Garage.
Ancient Cuban secret.
Okay, once again,
For sure.
this is to your
My
career.
man.
Salud.
Love, love, for sure.
I hate that shit, man.
That's good too.
It wasn't that bad.
It's not good, man.
I like it.
No, you don't. Stop it.
It wasn't that bad.
Don't perpetuate the lie.
I'm a drinker though.
Yeah, no, he's a drinker. I ain't
This
gonna
is
lie.
not a drink.
No, any man, they just, I see them drink Patron and just stand there. Like, I was like, there's no symptoms, there's no effect. I'm like, E40's like that too.
Yeah, that's what he got the name.
40's a drink.
Big homie, yeah.
Okay, so,
Anyway, man, you said how they got on the Atlantic. Okay.
Okay.
The shit, the record leaks. It goes bananas. You know what I'm saying?
so
And
you didn't plan on dropping it independent, it leaked.
it leaked.
Oh, that's a big difference, okay.
So look, then it goes. It's the first record to go #1 by digital downloads at that time.
Right.
So you feel me? So the shit was #1 several weeks before we did the deal. It was a number
you
one in
were
London.
busy SoundCloud rappers. It's close to you.
I had something to do with it.
This is before SoundCloud.
Make the noise,
Nah, this is
a crazy
You could
story.
have kind of considered this one of the first viral records.
This is
like
the
to go
fact.
viral.
This is a
Super
fact.
viral.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though, the impact was so big that I
Super
always thought it was a
viral.
major from the beginning. So me hearing you say that is blowing my mind.
But
already.
Nori, this record has got a Guinness World Record, man, for being played on more radio formats than any other song in history. Crazy was played on talk radio. This is one
Maury
big
Povich and
motherfucking
shit
song,
like that.
man. Like, on like AM, AM somewhere, man.
Maury Povich didn't play this record.
More, in my mind, he did.
But look,
In my mind,
just to answer you, OG, and give you a fun fact, Atlantic actually turned down Nas
Originally.
Rocket first. Interscope turned us down. A couple of people turned it down. Then we ended up getting distribution through a gentleman by the name of Josh Deutsch, who was starting another independent record called Downtown, which had Santi Gold. Y'all familiar with her?
Yeah, she's
so
amazing,
we was
man.
label mates in that little short
Yeah.
in that amount of time. But he ended up getting his distribution through Atlantic, and that's how Atlantic came about.
And let me explain really quick. Like, as a DJ, I already had the record.
because he bootlegged your shit.
Yeah.
I had it as a DJ, but I had a marketing. I have a marketing company, and I was working at Atlantic. And Sam Crespo, which I've known Sam, and I went to the label, and I was so happy to see the record I already was fucking with on the board. It was on the board at Atlantic Records.
And did you first get a hold to by where the leak to?
I had the white label.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That is cool. That's
Right.
the leak?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the white label. Yeah.
He
And the
ain't
thing
been-
is,
he ain't
my
been
whole,
out
my
here
whole,
bootlegging your shit.
my company is everything crazy. Like my company's Crazy with Productions, and crazy is everything we talk about. So your record spoke to us.
Man.
That is a fact.
Nah, this shit is like, I mean, this shit is dope. And to look back on it, I'm just like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, I can't really feel no kind of way about it. I'm blessed and I'm fortunate, man. But like, it wasn't by my design, not necessarily.
Now, recently, Big Boy performed in Super Bowl,
Nah, I'll just talk about it.
and you like the friend you are. You stepped up. You defended him because of everything that was going on. Then you received some backlash.
Yeah.
So, what was that like? Or explain in your point of view what was you meaning?
Well, the shit got so out of hand, man. I ended up doing a formal apology on TMZ.
Damn.
But what the post was, Big was getting a lot of backlash. You know what I'm saying, like for supporting the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? I know how it is to be under the gun. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know the pressure. And then, you know what I'm saying? He was doing it, as a individual artist. I'm saying, like, which is a feat. You know what I'm saying? In his hometown. See, a lot of people don't know what's going on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Adam and Big are really good friends and business partners. You know what I'm saying?
Adam Levine.
Yes, from Maroon 5.
Right. Yeah.
It was his pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Like, to allow. You know what I'm saying? Like, like us to be represented. You know what I mean? Like, like somebody from the city should have represented in that time slot. One of the most coveted 6 minutes, the most coveted 6 minutes of airtime you've ever motherfucking seen, right? You know what I'm saying? So, like, he got to do that. So anyway, just as a friend, I'm like, damn, I'm feeling his pressure, but then I'm feeling encouraged, you know what I mean? Like, because I'm looking at him, I'm like, when I see him, I see me, I see us. And I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, this shit is super relevant. You know what I mean? Like, we right in the eye of the storm. And I was like letting him know, I needed to let him know in a real public, like way, you know what I'm saying? Like, that I loved him and I supported him. And I'm like, don't crumble under the pressure. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know there is something. Like, a part of the talent is making it look easy as it does. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, this shit could be demanding. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Taxing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was, and that's why it's a tone that come along with my explanation, because that's how I felt. But the light side of it is, we was in motherfucking Taco Mac in Atlanta, a little joint that's got the dope chicken wings and little thing, bar foods, and we watching the fucking game. Right. I'm drinking some Blue Moons and we having fun. I'm with my wife, we having fun.
Big of your wife.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? What's up, Queen Shani? All right, so, and I do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Big, do that shit. You look beautiful, baby. Fuck these protesters. What I said, fuck these so-called protesters. Right. You know what I'm saying? So,
they took it in a whole different way.
They did. I'm like, yo, you gotta know that it does nothing. I have nothing to do with
why Twitter is
police brutality. I know some shit like that. Of course,
that's
come
not
on,
what
man.
You meant. I knew exactly.
And sometimes when I say things, I'm thinking people knowing me from all of the history and all of the work we put in.
But they didn't take the time to figure out all that.
This has always been our plight. You know what I'm saying?
I think you underestimate your celebrity. Like,
I do.
Meaning, like, you're so much bigger than, like, it's just like
even
seeing you at DJ Khaled house, and you literally came in by yourself.
Remember, Andrew wants you to say Khaled.
I can't. I'm dyslexic, man. I'm just riding with it the way I'm.
Dyslexia has nothing to do with that.
It's not. It's the way I pronounce it.
What you say, big homie?
But you like by yourself, like, you know what I'm saying. And most people won't ever be caught like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's honorable.
Yeah.
But it's also like, sometimes in certain situations, it's a little crazy.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's a little crazy to be by yourself.
But technically with neighbors, so I really felt like I was just coming down the street.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? You feel me?
No.
You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, relating to the Twitter thing.
No doubt.
Sometimes you probably, tweet thinking you speaking to your your version of people,
right?
But there's so many people that follow you, or so many people that's there just to
retweets or whatever.
Absolutely.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's super sensitive, but I was able to rectify it. You know what I'm saying? I can shed some light on it, man. Like, and I truly meant no harm. Right. It was just drunken love and support, man, for a fellow teammate. That's it, man.
Which is absolutely correct.
You know what I mean?
Right, because we live in a sensitive moment. Like, we live in times where comedians have to be like so fucking cautious. Like,
and I don't like that, man. About the times we live in, man. Like the politically correctness.
Because if you look at hip hop and you look at all the fucking bad shit that you go back from back in the days,
terrible.
Holy moly guacamole! Like, we're all fucked up.
And we shouldn't take it back.
Like, we're all fucked. Like, if you go and look at every fucking lyric. Like,
it's terrible.
Like, it's terrible. Like,
really,
people be sending me tweets like, yo, erase this. I'm like, oh shit. Like, I said that? That was me? Like, they're like, yo, that was 2000 and such and such. I'm like, what the moly? I didn't even know. And I still don't think it's me, so I would have told niggas, like, people was operating my shit.
Don't take it back, just evolve.
Yeah, that's
all it is.
So
we all evolve. Everybody evolves.
So now, boom. All this happens. They call you for a show. The Voice.
Yeah. Man.
Immediately.
Dun, dun, dun,
Is it
dun,
is
dun,
it the
dun.
bag, or is it like, you know what? Let me see if I can add on to what they.
I'm gonna say it's not the bag. I don't know.
It's not the bag. Not the bag.
I ain't gonna lie. If it was the bag for me, I would have been there with a pinata hat on. Like that.
Ding, 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 ding.
The only thing about me, I can't hurt people's feelings. Like I got a good heart. I can't hurt anybody.
Me either. I don't like that shit either,
Okay.
man. But look, the shit is dope. Like, right, so I was doing a Saturday Night Live performance.
I had that question.
I did
too.
that.
That's kind of stun on us right
Make some
now.
noise for the
I
floor.
can't press the
Make some
button.
noise for the goddamn floor.
I'm gonna get this
I did
motherfucker.
that.
Oh, no, I'm not getting it.
Let me get it.
No, I'll get it.
Yeah.
Hold on, it's gonna work. Wait, don't say anything because I'm gonna ruin everything.
All right.
There we go.
Nah, so we was doing a performance, man, and Sir Mark Burnett was there. So Mark Burnett is television and film,
Yeah.
you know,
Royalty.
royalty. That's the word. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, executive producer of The Apprentice and Survivor. and
Wow.
you name it. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, he's done exceptionally well. So he out there in the fucking audience checking out the show. I mean, him and Lauren Michaels, who you know, was, I guess, is
I love how he
palling around.
Saturday Night Live, man, Lorne Michaels.
Continue, my brother.
So with that, he just said he saw something in me. You know what I mean? You feel me? And it didn't hurt that I had the motherfucking #1 record in the country at the time either. You know what I'm saying?
Never hurts. Never hurts.
Continue, my brother.
Okay.
Yes, I love it.
Preach on.
I love it. Listen, man.
You asked me, man, so this how this shit go, man.
No, I love it, man.
But it's look. All right, so look. Now seriously though, like me and Adam were cool.
Right.
And we all got together and we had dinner. Like they let us know off top who they thought the cast would be. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. So we sat down and we had a preliminary dinner together, man, and everybody was just like, me and Adam knowing each other. It's a dope story about Adam too. Can I say it right quick?
Yes, please.
Yeah, please.
And when you say Adam, because listen, we know you're like very like up there.
Adam Levine, I'm sorry.
Audience doesn't know.
Adam Levine.
We don't know nobody by first names.
Adam Levine.
Excuse us.
Adam Levine, Maroon 5, y'all.
Okay,
Y'all
yeah.
know, okay.
And
Okay,
for
so
those
look.
who don't know, Maroon 5 is one of the biggest. Let me be careful how I word this. What is it? Because what was the
I don't know where you're going
In
with
Sync?
this.
Like
You're comparing them to Insane?
they're like the grown version of
I don't
In Sync.
think you can
Maroon
compare
5.
it. Don't compare.
Yeah, like before.
I don't think they would be
NSYNC was not
compared.
In Sync. They're like the grown up version.
They're
of
not a
Maroon 5.
boy band,
and
man.
they wear Rolexes.
I'm not fucking with you right now.
Adam Levine Rolex game is shit. You ever see it? You ever see Adam Levine Rolex game?
We text and trade pictures. He's like, "What do you think about this?"
His
Blah, blah,
watch
blah.
game
Yeah.
is crazy. By the way, your watch, I have no idea. I feel like I can't pronounce whatever the name
It's
of your
called a
watch is.
Dunamis. It's ridiculous. It's
A Dunamis?
I feel like the Wizard of Oz is jealous of you right
That is hard. That is hard.
but
Listen,
it's old, man.
it's
now.
called,
It's old. Shit.
It's called a Dunamis?
It's a Dunamis. It was an upstart, and we was supporting each other, man. They was like, I was like, yo, I love that design. But I mean, it was like, it's a couple years ago. It's about 10 years old, you know, right? So the style, like, you know, like everybody's on like slim, trim, you know, like, you know, Patek, you know what I mean, like, you know, presidential, you know, all of that. And I got those too. But this is old, you know what I mean? No,
That shit is dreaming.
But it's only because you was just talking about Adam's watch.
Right, you know,
Yeah,
yeah.
no. I'm like niggas like watches, man.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
we collect watches. So,
Yeah,
so
watch.
this is old. This is old school. It's something that probably.
Stop, you're hurting my eyes.
But look, it's worth nothing. Now it's so original and unique. It's worth nothing.
What do you mean by that?
You can't trade it for anything. It's like painting.
Only the Mona Lisa?
It's like painting a Rolls Royce lime green. Once you personalize it to that point, it's your car.
Only person that won it is the person that wants
Absolutely, you know what I'm saying? And then of course, you know, like these watches are estimated, you know what I'm saying, like and ranked by their motoring, you know what I'm saying, like, you mean, like the movement. So it's like, you know, this is like,
So it's like that and Banksy.
yeah.
I don't know. Just
No, it's
I got
dope.
it though. I got it.
kind of like that.
Yeah, I mean, like it's
I got notes.
It could be a Banksy watch.
yeah, nah, Banksy's the motherfucker.
He is the motherfucker.
He's a genius. So
That's
yeah.
the art nigga, right?
Yeah.
He like an art graffiti nigga. He just be violating. Like, you know, let me tell you
But
something.
Why are you violating, bro?
If
It's
they
like
find out
Obama,
he
though.
black, he gonna go to jail.
What?
Because
Maybe he's
the
Cuban,
shit he
man.
be doing is like, you gotta be white. Cause he would just be putting like paintings
he's Cuban,
in
man.
museums and shit. That shit is already there.
Man.
Like, come on, you can't do that if you're black.
No.
If you're black, you're getting arrested.
The art community and the white community and middle America at large love him so much. If he turns out to be black, he can fucking be the next black president.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That's how dope motherfuckers consider him to be. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna be Japanese.
I got notes, nigga. Hold on. I got
Nah,
the rated R in the building.
nah,
All right, what's up, rated R?
he's got-
Success
he's-
in the building. What's up, my brother?
He's God body. What up, Piz?
Goddamn, I got
Yeah, he
notes.
God
Hold on.
body with it, man. Damn, let's talk about some more good shit. What you was saying, man?
Come on.
Oh, we was on the watches. So anyway, like,
Okay.
I just brought it out because it worked so well with what I was doing tonight. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And
That was another flaw. I love
but
it. I
really,
love it. I love it. I love it.
but I'm trying to tell you some real shit because now how motherfuckers now the larger conversation has become property, real estate. You know, motherfucker, young niggas is talking about that right now. So like, I'm just being real about like just the fact that this watch is worth nothing. It looks good. It's worth nothing.
Right. And you be staying at the Faina Hotel.
Yeah.
Yes. What a segue.
I'm just being honest. That hotel,
Was that the downer?
Faina?
Was that a bummer?
I've never seen that hotel for under
me on, I just
like
wanna make sure I'm doing the rest of it.
2,400 or like 1,400. I've never seen it like that. That is
Oh, the room rates?
Yeah, that
I didn't know that. They don't charge us for rooms.
It doesn't work anymore.
No.
Whore down.
No, not like that. It's because we work there when we're there.
Yo, you broke a horn with that, bro.
No, when I'm over there, I'm an employee, bro. Okay, like, it's one of the most gorgeous properties on South Beach.
Yo,
He
listen.
But
says
it's-
he's an employee? What is that?
That was the best.
I don't get that.
That
What
was
I'm,
the
what I'm saying is, I'm a paid performer and a preferred guest. So, you know, I'm still getting, you know, this the business is still
get-
formal,
oh,
but
you
the
get the
amenities
perks.
are scripted, it's written, you know.
I don't really. No, I
I'm
don't
not at
accept
that
that.
level. We're not at that level. We can't relate. He just, listen.
Nah, of course you can. That shit is,
Listen,
nah, we can go over
the
there
other day,
now.
He said it so nonchalantly.
We can all go over there right now. They're all treated
Let's go. Let's go right now. We have to each other. Let's go.
For sure.
Yeah, he was just talking the other day.
This
He
is
was
a
just-
loving community at Faina. They love you guys. Trust me.
Yeah, he
man.
was just talking the other day. He was like, yeah, cause I be at the Faina Hotel, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just looking at this nigga. I was like, what the fuck did he just? Because now, mind you, this is how I found out about the. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Faina Hotel
That's it.
Sounds like a
Was-
Mexican restaurant.
was Drink Champs Army. This is when like we was on, like we was battling everybody out there. So Jay-Z had landed in Miami, and the Drink Champs Army had showed me a picture of Jay-Z. So I sent it to Jay, but I wanted to know it wasn't, you know, us that's stalking them. But, you know, this is how much people want you on Drink Champs. So he's like, where the fuck did you see this at? He's like, you know what? Come meet me at the hotel. So he said, yo, the Faina Hotel. And I had never heard of this shit.
So what is it?
That's the hotel.
But what is it?
I've never been there. I've actually
It's like where Mexican revolutionaries hang out.
No, hold up. As I'm on the way going there, he goes, yo, chill, meet me at the Chris Rock show. And the Chris Rock show is by my place where Rolling Loud is this weekend. So I just turned around and went that way. And then my wife gets her hair done there, but I actually never went in there or whatever. But
You see,
everyone,
that's stunning too.
I
A
went
little
and
bit though,
looked-
like you fuck with Jay like that.
No.
It's a couple of big dogs consider you
Yeah,
their
he's
favorite
stunned.
in the
He's
city.
stunned. He's stunned.
No, he needed me for something.
No
This is
doubt.
something totally different.
For sure.
So totally different. So I had to be there. What's going on,
doubt,
everybody?
no doubt.
Yeah. Oh, we looking good. We looking good. We looking good.
Yo, Nori, I want to shout out my man, New Jersey Twerk, man. In the
Okay, all
motherfucking-
right. That either mean if you got twerk, that either mean you selling a lot of drugs, or you in the strip club. And I look at your face and tell. It's the first one. Just make some noise. Man. So CeeLo, man, coming from where you came from, seeing, you ever thought hip hop would be this big? You ever thought that, you know, you'll be performing, like you went on tour with Lionel Richie. I imagine old bitches was throwing panties on stage for Lionel Richie. Like, come on, keep it real. Like,
Or
like
depends.
were
They might have been throwing depends
They're
on
throwing
stage.
grandma panties on stage with Lionel Richie. Like, he's still getting it popping.
No doubt. No, but I ain't gonna lie though. Nah, he was taking care of. He had a bad one with him the entire time. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
like he's
a super
Like,
bad
whoa,
one.
he's like 900.
He was good. You know what I'm saying? But the greatest part about that, you know what I'm saying, is just the the acknowledgement. You know what I mean? Like, you know, to share the space. You know what I mean? Like to be mentioned in the same sentence, man. It's such a compliment, man. You feel me? Like I can't help but be humbled by that, man. Lionel Richie is my, you know, like, you know, that's my ancestor, man. Like he come before me, I'm humble. You know what I'm saying? You
How's
feel
that
me?
phone call even getting that phone call that Lionel Richie
That must have been crazy.
come roll? And do you act like a little stuck up at first? Because you like, you know.
I mean, you have to be humble with Lionel, man.
One thing I'm going to be is comfortable because, you know what I'm saying, like, it's as if I know these people, I grew up with them. You know what I'm saying, you feel me? Like, he essentially taught me how to sing. I could sing along. Like, how I learned how to sing is imitating people. So it's like, you know, and I realized that I was, you know, growing, you know what I'm saying, like, or getting better when I could just be flush up against it, you know what I'm saying, like, you feel me, like, and not be able to tell the difference between myself and the track, you know what I mean? So that's how I learned how to say, but the biggest, the first step to being great is having great taste. You know what I'm saying, you feel me? You just got to know what's good, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, but the first thing you'll feel is what's good to you, you know what I'm saying, you feel me? And it might not be everything for everybody else, but like, you gotta just be true to thyself, as the saying goes, you know what I'm saying? Right. And that's where all this colorful shit come from, man. Like, you know, I just be having fun with it now, you know what I'm saying, like, because it ain't no secret.
Okay, let's make some noise for that. I've never seen Lionel Richie perform. I had dinner like adjacent with him. He was to the side one time, and then I've had dinner with he was across the street from him one time. But I've seen LL perform. And LL at some point gives out roses. And every woman in the crowd loses their mind. For some reason, I feel like Lionel Richie has a routine like that.
Okay.
Am I bugging?
See, I was trying to say something, you know, poignant about it, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to just being too, you know, but like the reality of it was, I was coming on early, people were still filing in their seats. I was performing to like, you know, nowhere near full, right? You know what I'm saying? And then it would eventually grow throughout the set. People start sitting down, blah, 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 getting comfortable. And then night would fall, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, by the time I'm at the songs that they gonna actually motherfucking know. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we finish them off with Crazy and Fuck You and like, it's like, bam, you know what I mean? Like, you know.
And what's funny is that he say, and fuck you.
Yeah.
You know the crazy shit? That was literally my next question. You keep throwing me
I love that.
alley-oops.
And fuck you. My next song is fuck you.
Now was Fuck You independent as well?
And fuck you.
And what we did that together. That was everybody.
Yo, he did that
I got a great
together.
story about that
Fuck
shit
you.
too.
Okay, go ahead.
But no, but Lionel Richie puts on the best shows. So much energy and such a fucking arsenal, you know what I'm saying, like of iconic, legendary hit records. Every tempo from slow to mid to fucking all night long. You know what I'm saying, like
he's a legend, man.
Man, dog, that shit's gonna be motherfucking.
We need him on Drink Champs.
A lot of y'all are sitting back not knowing.
If we can get Lionel Richie on Drink Champs,
A
that
lot
would
of
be a
y'all
feat.
sitting back not knowing that y'all listen. Your moms got fucked to Lionel Richie.
No
and it's
doubt.
how the fuck y'all here right now? They need to be showing more respect and be louder with Mr. Lionel Richie. Nah, that's a legend, my dude.
We might think we're a lot younger, but once you go, it's gonna be just like muscle memory. You're gonna realize and be reminded that you've been around because you're gonna know all of these songs.
Right.
And that's what's great about it.
Nah, that's goddamn awesome. So throughout all hip hop, if you could do one thing over better, what would you do?
I would take my entire MCing career more serious. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm telling you.
Aside from your singing career?
Well, singing, like, I could do that easier. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, I could sing easy. I guess what I mean by that is, like, you know, just more adept and more, like, you know, having an affinity for, like, color and harmony and melody and,
But you
and all
don't
that kind of
feel
shit.
you don't feel that there was a undeveloped lane in your MC career, or do you feel?
I wish, you know what I'm saying, like, that I had, like, more rap shit that connected. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
you
mean,
feel me? Like,
we all know you as an MC.
Real fans?
Real rap connoisseurs.
I just mean
know
from
you as an MC.
from my solo work, you know, all of my albums were kind of like, you know, they varied. I mean, like it's rapping, singing, all kind of shit on them shits. So you feel me? Like, so I didn't feel like I did enough as an MC, and like I feel like I'm still as good of an MC as I can. You know what I mean? Like as I want to be.
Right.
You feel me? So, but the bulk of what that is and what that represents, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, like the roots of the tree is Goody and Dungeon Family. And that's why we've been, you know what I'm saying, like refurbishing the brand, you know, like boots to the ground with it, you know what I'm saying, like, and doing some shit we haven't done in 25 years together, and that's tour. We never did it.
Oh, this year?
Yeah.
Goody Mob is touring right now.
Yeah, well, the Dungeon Family is touring with this. KP is out there with us. We got actually Organized Noise, you know, it's like chartered the tour bus and came out just as the you know, the top tier, just to come and, you know, oversee it and be, you know, you feel me, just be present. You feel me? Like, because it's pretty fucking, you know, historic what we're doing if we don't ever get a chance to do it again. But like, you know.
Andre's in that too?
Andre didn't come.
Come on, man. We need Andre.
I know it. We talk about it. We talk about it all the time.
Come on, man. We need him.
You feel me? What I can tell you is he's proud. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, and he's accessible. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we are still very, very immediate family, all of us. We talk very consistently.
Yo, last 3 times I seen Andre 3000, he was by himself with a shoestring belt.
All right, that's a great story, but we need Andre 3000 rhyming, doing shit right
can I
now.
say that? Now look, that's the same thing you just noticed about me the other day. I walked up by myself. You'll see him by himself.
Yes,
you feel like
very true.
It's like, man, like, no, I mean, like, just, I mean, oh my shit, my G. You know what I'm saying? Like my G gunplay.
Gunplay in the building, goddamn it.
That's funny. I look over and see the homie because I was just about to say some gangster shit. You know what I'm saying?
Gunplay, he gave you the energy.
I don't have the complex. I don't have the fear. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know what I mean? Like, because I did the taking when I was out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Look, real
That's
quick
a
though,
fact.
real quick. I mean, just because CeeLo's here,
Yeah.
and I just want to say this on the energy of Andre. Andre don't owe it to us, but we would appreciate if Andre comes back to the table.
We all would,
and
man.
give us the music.
We all would because we all fans too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but there's no pressure, man. Like, you know what I mean?
Nah,
Like, you know,
no
not at
How
this
hard
point.
it would be to get a Dungeon Family album done with every member of the Dungeon Family right now? Did I go too far?
No,
Not at all, bro.
Because I felt like if I asked this to RZA would start sweating.
Right.
Like, just being honest.
No, man, like, it's really, it's a whole lot easier. I was just about to say the same
record?
thing. Yeah, man, like,
Oh.
and that's the conversation we've been having, because like the energy, like, you know, it's in the room now. Like, you know, motherfuckers is feeling a certain kind of way. Like, man, we could do this shit. You know what I'm saying?
This is Stankonia Studios. Where we
Yeah.
gonna be at? It's easier.
Yeah, I mean, like, oh, anyway, I think we should actually do something more, you know, eventful. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Kanye
Like,
route and go to
go somewhere.
Where did Kanye at? That nigga in Yugoslavia, right?
Yeah, you come to Miami and record it crazy in his studio.
Bearsville.
Yeah, we used to go to the Circle House. I've been to, you know,
Nah,
Hit Factory, all
but
that.
come down south, even more south.
Where you at? Wyoming. That shit remind me of jail, that name. Like Wyoming, I immediately feel like I'm locked
You
up.
get out there, you be like, wow,
Yeah, for
homie.
real. I feel like I'm locked up.
Wow,
Hold on,
homie,
yeah,
why you got me out here
Continue.
like this,
Don't
huh?
stop. Continue.
Well, with that interruption,
I gotta-
thanks for that, buddy.
All right.
What up, big homie? Let's talk
Here's
about
the
it.
thing. So what I wanted to ask is, did you foresee when you was the Nars Barkley, or not even foresee, after you did Nars Barkley, and then Run the Jewels came about, did you see the connection?
Yeah, definitely. Black kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, even though.
But you think it was that simple? Racially wise?
No, I mean, like, them niggas is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, and you can't pretend the effect. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, the reciprocation was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so. It was just official. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and I thought it was dope. Like, I mean, if I could be any kind of inspiration to somebody like that, and just so they could, you know, like, you know, create a path too. It's about
Right.
blazing trails. You know
Absolutely,
what I'm saying? As well. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
you know, so like I can dig that. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like all of that is for culture to just show what we're capable of. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Will we ever see a CeeLo lyrical album? Just lyrics, just rhyming.
Man, I be tripping. I think a lot, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? And I think that, you know, maybe if I sat down and focused, yeah, I probably could. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know that I should, and so because it'll be dope. You know what I mean? Because once I actually commit to it, and I you know, and it's you know, it's the space I'm in. I probably could go. You know, that's when you realize you can go further than that. It's like, okay, shit, what the fuck I was waiting on in the first place? You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if motherfuckers give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, besides you asking me, you know what I'm saying?
Give a fuck. Hell yeah! Look at that gunplay gives a fuck.
I've been trying to catch y'all on tour this whole time.
Nah, we gonna extend it though, man. You gotta come out to the West. We'll do it again.
Yo, Rich, let's bring Gunplay in. Let's bring Gunplay in.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. This is to the motherfucking career, CeeLo Green, and we also got our brother joining the show, motherfucking Gunplay,
Yes, sir.
right now. And we gonna all salute the motherfucking legend, CeeLo motherfucking.
Cheers, mates.
Ding, 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 it ding.
Oh, feel good.
Chi get the yeah.
Well, I'm sorry.
Man, what
Chi
these
get
dogs
the
like?
yeah.
Yeah, can somebody get the yeah? Can somebody? I enjoy me.
Somebody get it.
Sorry to change the subject to like a
From the yayo?
a sour moment. But you were on Victory Lap with
Yeah.
Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah. Man,
Wow.
Yeah.
that shit, it hit home for me.
Right.
For all of us.
For everybody.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know,
First off, did you know Nipsey prior to recording with him, or?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know,
You was on the
because
album.
yeah,
Yeah, I just said Victory Lap.
Yeah.
and you know, the only one of my kind on that record. You know what I'm saying? He came far. You know,
Absolutely.
he traveled to come get me.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? So
Wow.
it meant a lot. It was really significant in that way.
Wow.
You know, and of course, you know, the untimely passing. It's just, you know, it just iconicizes this particular project so much more. It's, you know, it'll live forever now. And so like because of the circumstance surrounding it,
Right.
you know, and I get a chance to, you know, be. You know, it's bittersweet, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I get a chance to be a part of that legacy. It's gonna live forever, you know what I mean? Like, and so will I, you know, in the association, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's fucked up, you know what I mean? Like, you know, because I was just like, God damn. I thought about that, and I thought about just, you know, who else I do with Offset record too, you know what I'm saying? It was like, I got a chance to be a part of some really relevant shit right now. So like it was just like an honor, man. Like, you know, to rock with the homie in that way.
Now, Gunplay, you too, because we've all heard rumors of you know, Nipsey coming very, very, very close to signing to MMG.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure, you know, you being one of Ross's right hand man, I'm sure you had a lot of encounters with him. So how did you take that? Like,
First, I want to start with, like, me and the big homie was just rapping about, like, do this generation appreciate his art, and there you go. You know what I'm saying? Nipsey, like, he's like the cloth of the street, like, you know what I'm saying? Like for real. And as you can see, he reached out to the big homie, and the record that he did with Ross, the first one,
Tears of Joy.
Tears of Joy, already. It was like, and then the second one, Smile, I can't play it with anybody else in the car, cause I don't want them to think I'm a bitch when I get the, you know what I'm saying, little.
I got records like
you
that.
know what I'm saying? It's like that.
Yeah.
It's like that. Like,
I gotta
for
be
real.
exactly.
Kids is
I
like
know
that.
exactly what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those.
I gotta be
so,
like, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So I'm just humbled to even be in this situation right here, and you know what I'm saying. First off, and second of all, I didn't really interact with. I didn't see him. You know I be. You know how I be, bro.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I really be real turf.
Right.
You know what I'm saying. So I didn't really get to bump into him on the industry sets like that. But I already know, just by watching his interviews, listening to his music, I already knew he was grounded. He was what we need to follow. He was a leader.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what, you know, and I took stuff out of his music when I did listen to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that was key. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's
let's-
crazy. Ross was
well,
gonna sign.
you know
When I
what?
heard it, I was like, damn.
We're gonna all
Yeah,
say
man.
we're gonna all say God bless and rest in peace. But moving on
God
to a
bless, rest
positive,
in peace, King.
positive note. You know what I'm saying? We want the Drink Champs is about praising the artists while they're alive.
No
And
doubt.
again, I want to reiterate. I'm so glad that Gunplay pulled up because I know he gonna help us with this.
Right.
Is we want you to know that you're appreciated now.
Word, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Big time, homie.
everything that you did. You know what I'm
And
saying?
then you are a legend. You
Listen,
are a living
listen,
legend.
You're
Listen.
a living legend. You're humble, but we'll brag for you. No problem. No problem. No problem.
Look,
but
never mind the South, you are a living legend for us. And in
Everywhere.
all of hip hop. No,
Right.
no, but
Yo,
for
I
the
started
South on
selling
top
weed,
of that,
man.
even more.
I started selling weed, my nigga, the Yacht album, bro. I used to wake up, bro, on kids. Yo, on kids, that's why it means so much to me when I listen to the Yacht
Yeah.
shit and listen, like, to every
Facts.
intro, to outro, to everything. Y'all dropped jewels before the jewels was supposed to even be picked up.
talk that shit,
Yeah.
Gunplay.
Niggas ain't even know they was supposed to pick up jewels, and it was already it was
Lyrics.
like, yo, like the everything from the first single, from what I'm saying, peeping in my window and everything. It's
self-therapy,
happening
yeah.
now.
Let me
It's
just
happening
ask.
now.
Let me just ask because
Come
the
on, man.
Illuminati and conspiracy
Facts.
theories. They always say that who's that peeking in my window was about some other shit that we didn't know about.
No,
They
it's
were ahead of their
happening now.
time.
So can
You guys were ahead of your time with that.
Keep our ass in. Like, listen, Pete.
Can we explain
Like,
that? What was that record about? Because
Hey, I don't know.
Let me tell you the whole story because
Okay.
it's dope. It's another.
Please,
Yo,
please.
all right. So look, now this is one of my all-time favorites.
okay.
MCs of all time, who just said recently in his post that you were his favorite MC. This is Busta Rhymes.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, big up, Buck.
Right? Love Bus, one of my all-time favorites, right? But anyway, the story goes, we're in Atlanta. It's now Stankonia, but it was Boss Town then. Outkast bought Bobby Brown's studio. It was Bobby Brown's first. It was called
Was there
Boss Town.
cocaine all over?
I'm sure it was.
It was snowing. It was snowing.
In my mind. I'm sorry.
Gunplay, goddamn.
Bobby's my nigga.
No doubt.
Bobby
well,
Boucher over there.
Alright. But no.
they buy the
You
studio.
know what? I'm fucking the story.
They
up.
buy the
That's a
studio.
lie. I'm taking it back. No, we was at DARP. We was at DARP, Dallas Austin studio.
Okay, all right,
Okay.
Not so much cocaine there.
All right. Yeah. No.
No, but there's a lot of bandanas around the neck.
All this cocaine and I don't see a line yet. Shaking the booty shaking. Come on, man. Bring that work, man.
I told you a long time ago.
Okay, man.
We love Gunplay, man.
I told you a long time ago, Tony.
Okay, no. So check it out. Busta Rhymes came in our session. He said, brothers, let me see, like for me, what y'all work, blah, blah, blah. What did he say? He was like, yeah, brothers is doing some good things. I want to pass off a bit of information to y'all. There was this book called Behold the Pale Horse.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. I read that book in jail.
Y'all blessed today.
I read that in
What's my man,
jail.
William
Cooper.
William
Come on,
Cooper.
now.
Yeah.
Come on, Bill.
I'm talking about Robert
Bill
Green.
Cooper.
Yeah, Bill Cooper. Yep.
Okay,
Yo,
that's
right, come on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Wait, whoa.
Busta
Wait,
Rhymes
whoa.
gave us this
Wait,
book.
whoa. Wait, whoa.
Get the fuck out of here.
Busta Rhymes gave it to the dungeon. So Big Rube, who was our resident, you know what I'm saying,
Guru.
Yeah, he's guru. Exactly. He read the book first. This book is what? It's 300 pages or better.
Yeah.
So we had to take his time. He read the book. We all was living at the dungeon. Like it's crazy at the time. So
Right.
basically, long story short, that book got around. Everybody read it.
Wow.
Everybody read Behold the Pale Horse.
That makes a lot of good hip-hop sense.
Y'all on a whole nother.
Yeah.
And then y'all niggas in the studio high.
And just snap
And
with
niggas
it.
seen somebody peeking through the window.
Well,
That's it, bro.
That was the analogy, though.
I'm talking
The analogy, though. That was in a nutshell.
that's another one to
I
say.
think it was Nori peeping through the window.
That's another way to say like Big Brother's watching.
That's
Yeah,
hard.
man.
That was
Yeah.
that shit, man.
1985 shit.
And let me interject one more little whoop-de-whoop. Man, nigga, my old girl, right? She was being like hella hip then, and she gave me the Sunday National Law, some book, whatever, and it ultimately led me to the Bill Cooper book, the White Horse book. So, my nigga, like when they were saying that, my old girl was preaching that same shit to me. And I was like, oh, wait, hey, it should make sense. And my nigga, it's going on now. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? You know, everything.
Nah, it's facts.
It's all about putting like your shit right there on the table, like for real. They was talking that shit before niggas even knew what was
perspective. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
That's why, like, it's truly a testament, and it's an accomplishment to still be here, man, and talking about it right now because, you know, we was blacklisted out of the gate. You know what I'm saying? Like, we came with the information right out the gate.
Yeah.
Almost like we didn't plan to make $1 in this game.
That's facts.
Put it right on the line, right off top. Wham.
And let me just tell you something. Let me be
You
honest
know what I'm
with
saying?
you. You almost like at bear with me. Like the OJ level, meaning, like some people don't look at OJ like black. Like you made it to certain levels.
No.
Where certain people would just look at you like, you just CeeLo.
It's true.
I went too far?
Nah.
I'm just
That
saying.
makes sense.
No, I'm just saying.
Nah, it
I'm
makes
being
sense.
honest. Like,
No. You look at
no, if you
CeeLo
know,
like,
no.
that's-
But what I'm saying is, if me, you, and CeeLo right now walk down the street, the white people's gonna say what's up to him.
Yeah, of course.
I'm just being honest. Like me,
Still
you,
waters
like,
run
we,
deep.
I still be everywhere though.
Yeah.
So you feel
No,
me?
I know that.
You know what I mean?
Gnarls Barkley.
Look, he conquered the job of staying out the county jail long enough. Like then all of us, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he did that.
It's
Like,
in
that's a
Bell
nigga
Harbor,
full-time job. Like,
Right.
stay out the county, bro.
Yeah.
Just stay out. Say it.
It's crazy.
We gonna make it.
This nigga from jail into Janaz Barkley conversation.
No,
You know this is real nigga. This nigga
That's a full-time job.
He's saying Gnarls
I
Barkley.
said Judd with a G. I'm sorry.
Janelle.
What
In
is
my
it,
mind,
Gnarls
in my
Barkley?
name, it was G apostrophe.
Hey, shit be real out here,
And
man.
they
Y'all
are.
caught. Look how y'all caught me, man. Hold up.
Oh, shit.
Wait,
What
wait,
going
In the middle of some shit, I'm like, where y'all at? Alright, cool, that's what it is. I'm dead ass on kids, bro. So I thank y'all, my nigga. That's real, man.
You know what we call that?
Hip hop, nigga.
No, we call that Gnarls Barkley.
Nah, but for real, man.
other
You know
shit.
what? Again, because I know Gunplay is gonna co-sign this. I know EFN's gonna co-sign this. We just want to say how much we appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? For you know, digging in the dirt and breaking boundaries in a lot of ways.
Everywhere.
Us seeing you guys in Goody Mob and Outkast and you know taking different ways. That's one of the reasons why I messed with a person like Pharrell.
Sure.
Was just to just jump outside the box and at the time too, Swiss Beats as well. A lot of people did like he was just working with Rough Riders and that was it. And I just wanted to do something different.
You discovered Pharrell, bro.
I mean, you can say that, you know. I'm a humble guy.
I mean, everything that he contributed to the game
Yes, I
could
love it.
essentially be attributed to you.
Yeah, I love it. I, you know what? You know, I got nothing but love for the guy, and I love our history together. But you know, and that's the thing is, you know, I want to make it more about you, sir. Like you know, Gustavo, I'm good. 'Cause I keep hitting the mic, right? I'm good. All right. So sorry.
Everybody
But-
got their own paths.
Yeah.
It don't matter what's what. Everybody, we can all come up together.
Yeah.
And it don't matter. We'll rise here, but some will go this way. Some will go to film. Some will go to TV. Some will go to this. Some will producing. Some will sell crack. Some will do some houses. Whatever the fuck.
Right.
But everybody got their own joint. Like
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
everybody. So nobody should be like, oh, that nigga, da, da, da. Nah,
Right.
what's your path? Like,
Right.
what did you create for yourself? What destiny did you see for yourself that you made reality? You know what I'm saying? This was his reality. Like, yo, look, I'm gonna be a street nigga. I'm gonna be me, but I'm finna go ahead on finagle the bagel with these fruit wops
Yeah.
and just go get where I got to go.
Come
And I'm
on.
finna make the best music possible that could pull that shit up out you.
ahead.
That sticks to your ribs.
Say that.
You feel
Go
me?
ahead, God,
And then boom, at the same time, hey, you know what I'm saying? Be you. You know what I'm saying?
God damn,
That's
Nicki
how.
was-
Hey, but that's what I'm doing. I'm watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I'm watching
Yes,
Tupac.
yeah,
I'm
watch
watching
them
T.I.
niggas.
I'm watching these
Watch
niggas. These
these
niggas is on film, but they
Yeah.
still them.
Yep, and
I
still
could
get
still,
that bread.
I'm still gonna be, but I could.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just if I have to.
Right.
If I have to. I'm not trying to do that.
Ain't no
But
problem
if I
with
got to,
that.
let the hip hop
Ain't no
get
problem.
done. But if I have to,
No, I know what you're saying, because that's a great saying that says there's a thin line between being pro-black and being professional.
hey,
You know what I mean?
Damn.
A real thin line.
God damn it. God damn
that's it.
Yo, so-
and then you can just, you know.
Yeah, no.
And then,
please.
and listen, and this,
Please,
no,
please.
nigga, like, come on, bro, yo,
on.
CNN, the whole situation.
No,
bro.
let's keep it
The whole-
CeeLo. Let's keep it CeeLo.
Yeah.
It's all good stuff. It's all us.
My first song I ever had on the mixtape was him. My first, I'm just letting you know the history, but go ahead, bro.
No, it's all
I'm
of
just-
that.
I'm
We
just-
got music we ain't never put out there.
Exactly,
No,
bro.
but
That's what I'm saying.
here's the ultimate accomplishment. Is you see how naturally it was for me to say how
Yes,
much
sir.
I appreciate you. How me to say, and the thing about it, I appreciate you, and vice versa. Thing about it, that's what we got to do for our communities. The thing is, we got to preach that.
I love
we
each
can
other,
preach.
man.
We can preach so much other fuck this shit and smoke this up. But why not say, yo, man, my man is a great guy. I'm gonna tell him now.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Like when John Singleton just passed away, God bless the dead.
God bless the dead.
We actually had footage of us giving him his flowers right
Yeah,
there, saying, "Yo,"
absolutely, man.
you know what I'm
Thank
saying? So
God.
that was a beautiful
Thank God.
moment for me because I didn't do it for that moment, expecting him to pass away. But the thing about it is, that's what we gotta big up our communities way more than these. You know what I'm saying? Because you could go to Nebraska, you could go to Milwaukee, or you could go to Dusseldorf, Germany, and they'll be throwing roses at your feet. Well, your roses should be at your feet, whatever in America as well.
Yes, sir.
You understand what I'm saying? I hate when I go to Europe and they appreciate me more. I hate when I go to Europe, the doors open at 9 o'clock,
Now, they
and
appreciate
they got the whole shit packed at 6.
Can I tell you this?
Yes, sir.
I don't know if it's just because I'm just the only celebrity standing there at that moment, or if it's really something to do with me. But I got so much love, bro. That's why, like, even when you was talking earlier about me pulling up, and it's like just on my own, it's like I don't got nothing but love. I swear to God, man, over 25 years of professional career, I have not had no problem, and I'm everywhere. And I'm saying, like, I just been so blessed and covered and fortunate. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
That's
Like,
what you give out.
yeah, man.
You don't give out that. You
I
don't
do.
give out that. Fuck, nigga, what's up?
Nah, I ain't
You don't
with
give
that.
out that. Nigga, that's what it.
I don't do that.
Say,
Well, what happened was.
nah, for real. But
Nah,
it's
you right,
whatever
yes,
is
straight
inside
love.
you, my nigga. Whatever's inside you, my nigga. You put out, my nigga, because if I'm around 100 robbers, my nigga, I'm finna put out that.
That same energy.
And
You
then-
have to.
Whatever
You
you
exude it. You
whatever
exude
happens
it.
to you happens to you.
Right.
Right. If you give out that, what's up, brother? I'm just internally, I'm just blessed to be alive. Hey, what's up, brother?
Right.
And you show love, but it comes
hard-
back
it's
to
hard
you.
to hate
dog.
on that.
It
Yeah,
comes
it's
back
hard
to
to
you.
hate on
Gunplay's
dog.
on point right
Tenfold.
now.
Yeah,
No,
for
for
sure.
real. I figured this shit out.
Right.
I dead ass figured it
Yeah.
out. I'll still be hustling, but I figured it out.
Stop hustling. Let's keep figuring it out.
No, Nah, for real. So that's his energy, bro. I can't play that smile song, bro. Like,
Right.
with nobody can be in the whip.
Right.
I have to be riding alone for a long stretch.
Right.
And y'all know I particularly love Miami. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I love Miami. Always have my entire life.
Right. That's what's up.
So I didn't got a chance to stand with the Kings here, man. Whether it be Trick, Rick, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, they called on me, man. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, I stood with the best of them. You know what I mean? So I'm solid on that.
Nah, well, let me just tell you, man. Again, in hip hop, we just want to reiterate that we have to start continuing to big up our legends. We got to tell you it right now in your face, in front of your queen's face, in front of the homie's face, that how much you appreciate it, how much of a part of your life affects all of us.
Yes, for sure.
Like I kid you not. Like when I said, yo, we got CeeLo. Everybody was like, yo, shit, who's that peeking in my window? Everybody wanted to come up, and they pulled up, look at this gorgeous, you know what I'm saying? Just to come here and salute you, because that's what I store in my crew. And my crew, I don't want to tell you you were great when you not here.
No
They're
doubt.
telling you great right now. So when we finish this, every one of these niggas gonna want a picture of you. 'Cause they
Besides the homies that's just pulling up, I damn near made everybody already. Did I not?
Yeah,
We
but that's a
talk.
beautiful thing, and you know that's what your energy is, your humbleness,
Yes,
your
sir.
humbleness. You that is a gift, that is a blessing. There's so many people that are your stature that is idiots and assholes and hate their fans and hate the people, and it's something that I notice about you always is you're always humble, you're always down to earth, you always talk to whoever want to talk to you, and that's a beautiful thing. We're gonna salute that, my brother.
Take that
sure.
pic. Let's take that
And you know what?
Yes, sir.
All y'all continue to pray for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes,
you know,
of
like,
course.
and protect me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes,
with your
of
prayers and
course.
your thoughts and your well wishes, man. Like,
Count.
because I
Yes,
do
sir.
have to move around a certain kind of way, and I want to survive. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, y'all niggas keep me alive when you see me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me?
We will.
I give it back to you. You feel me?
And in case anyone has never told you this before in your life, I want to thank you for everything you did for hip hop, everything you did for the group, everything you did for Atlanta, everything you did for America, everything you did for your city. We want to thank you because it's well appreciated over here,
Man,
nigga.
you making me proud. That's beautiful.
Appreciate it over here, nigga.